Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday, um, February 2nd. So glad you could be here at Forex Smart Trade. Our objective is to help you become the best version of yourself. We do that by teaching you to currency trade with our proprietary indicators. We are so confident in how well the indicators perform that we provide a guarantee. And that guarantee is once you have been traded, we will let you trade company money, and eventually you'll have the opportunity to trade $100,000 of company money and keep 80% of what you make. On this trade, primarily, we focus on two types of trades, or two different signals. We've got a variety of signals with the indicators. And the two that I use here are something called the 10-point trade, where basically we're trying to get all the lines to line up. And the second is something called the thick orange line trade, where we try to get a bounce where the market is stretched at the top of the hour, and we try to get a little bounce off of that. So with that, let us proceed. To start, we will use the what are we doing here? We will listen to the disclosure.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
All right. Just a couple other notes. In addition to this session, when you sign up for the light training program, where you become a member, we've got a variety of different live trade sessions until you start doing 10 to 15 pips consistently on your own. I would highly recommend that you attend as many of these as you can. The yellow shows what we have for light members who are doing the trial. The green and purple are for members. So we've got a variety of live trades. The traders who do these sessions are very good. And you will learn by watching them and hearing them do their analysis as to what they're thinking about when they're taking a trade. I trade off of a trade routine. First step, it's a little bit like a pilot's checklist. I want to make sure my charts are current. This is our green chart, so I look up at the top left. It means I'm connected to the internet. Bottom right of each chart is showing me that the chart is current, versus if I click here, I can go back. When it's red, it means it is I am back in time. So I'm current on my green chart. Let's also take a look at CoinEx, make sure that we've got a live connection on CoinEx. And I see the price bouncing around here, so that means we have a live connection. Review of yesterday. Last week, we didn't do very well. We took three. We didn't have a 10-point trade, so we ended up taking three thick orange lines trades. Mistake on my part, and I'll tell you why in just a second. All three were, well, we could have probably taken two. Anything with the US dollar in it, if you're taking multiple trades, the dollar's kind of driving what goes on here. So basically, even though it's different currencies, when we take an AUD USD and a pound USD, the USD is gonna drive it. So if the USD, if the signal is off on the USD, then we're going to get hit both places. We also took a Australian Canadian. There was no news, but all three of those went out pretty quick. In terms of why the signal, that signal is actually good 90% of the time. We get the time that it wasn't. On two of the trades, I went back and on my account, my live account that I took it, I went back and tried to price average out of those trades, and I covered two of them. On the third, I took another bit of a loss. So today we will be a bit more careful. So with that, let us go take a look at what the signals are for today. So this is our composite chart. It's got 6 different currency pairs on it. All on an hour chart. I prefer to trade off of an hour chart. As a new trader should be trading on an hour or lower chart. So you'll find a little bit more success. Signal works the same way if I'm trading on a longer term chart. Only difference will be the number of pips that I'm looking for and how long it will take for the trade to close. So on this chart, for the 10-point trade, I am going to start with the middle section, which is the majors and minors. The red and green line are the major indicators. The black and gray are the minor indicators. I am looking for situations where I am oversold, which means I am below the red line, or overbought, like over here on the US Swiss franc, where I am above the blue line. Now, when I am oversold, I am looking for the lines to have come down and then turned to be heading back up. Right now, the lines are still going down, so I don't have anything here. Because ideally what I want to do is when the lines turn, say up here, say on the pound dollar, when these lines turn, I'm looking to ride it through the channel, take my profit, and then look for another opportunity when they're oversold and they turn up again. So right now I'm oversold, still going down. Euro dollar oversold. Majors are going down. Minors have started to turn, but they haven't crossed to go up. Pound dollar oversold, still going down. US Canadian dollar, we are in the middle of the channel, more than halfway, so we have nothing here. Dollar Swiss franc overbought, not turning down yet. Dollar yen overbought, not turning down yet. So nothing on this chart that I like right now. So let's keep going. I've got a second set of charts. And so we've got 3 sets of these composite charts that have different pairs on them. This is primarily non-US. So euro pound oversold. Minors are going up. Majors are still coming down. I want everybody going in the same direction. When everybody goes in the same direction, that increases my probability of the trade being doing what I predicted to do. Oversold and going down on Australian yen. Euro CAD. We are oversold. I've got a double cross where green is on top and gray is on top, but these are kind of sideways. I'd like these lines to be much steeper going up. But we'll continue to analyze it. So these are kind of going up, but really, in my opinion, they're more sideways. I'd like them to be steeper, like we see over here on the AUD NZD. Here they're going up and they're nice and steep. That's what I'd like to see here, but technically they're going up, and technically I got the double cross. So I have 3 points here. One, that they're oversold. 2, that the lines are pointing up, and 3, that they're both double crossed. So now I'm going to go to my TNTs, and the 2 orange lines are directional. Both orange lines are going up. The blue lines are inverted. So when blue is going down, that means up. So the dotted blue is going down. So I have 3 of the 4 lines here saying consistent with what I am seeing here on the majors and minors. So I need to have a minimum of 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4. So I've got this. So now I'm going to take a look at my pressure. And the pressure is going to tell me whether to do this or not. And I've got down pressure and red on top. I need either up pressure or green on top. Now the line has kinked right here. Our line is kinked. And when I say it's kinked, the slope here is steeper than the slope here. So that's signaling that it's about to turn. I'll know it's ready to turn when green crosses over. Green hasn't crossed over. It's just about, but not quite there, in my opinion. So we're going to wait. So let's keep looking. AUD, NZD. We're a little more than halfway through the channel, so we're a little late in catching this. If we were below the halfway line, I would think about it. We're going up. What I want to do is be able to get a nice run all the way through the channel. The other thing that bothers me here is the line kinked here. So it's halfway through the channel and the line kinked. So to me, that means it's softening. So there's not as much up going on here. So I am going to hold off, 1, because we're a little bit more than halfway, 2, because we have the kink here. NZD, USD, oversold, going down. So nothing there. Euro, AUD, oversold. They started to turn, but they're really not pointed up yet. I want both the majors, the red and the green, and the minors going up. Minors are going up, but the majors aren't there yet. So let's go to our third set. AUD, Canadian, oversold. Everybody's going up, and I've got the double cross. Not as steep as I would like, but let's continue on with our analysis. Ideally, I'd like this to be steeper. 2 orange lines on the TNTs are going up. The 2 blue lines are going up. So I only have 2 of the 4 lines in the TNTs giving me, reaffirming what I'm seeing with the majors and minors. I want to have a minimum of 3. Without 3, I don't want to take the trade. I want to have as much in my favor. The key is to get that good accuracy. I want all the charts to be doing what suggests the trade is good. So I'm getting a conflicting signal here. It's not quite strong enough yet. The reason this isn't quite strong enough, these lines are They're better than the one we looked at on the last chart, but they're still, in my opinion, not quite steep enough. On the pressure, we do have green on top, even though we've got down pressure, but we don't have the TNTs in our favor. So let's keep going. Yen, Swiss franc, oversold going down. So that's nothing. Euro, yen, oversold. Minors are going up, majors are going down. I want everybody pointed up. Pound Australian dollar, overbought, going up. So they haven't turned yet. New Zealand, Swiss franc, oversold, going down. No. Canadian Swiss franc. All right. Overbought. Everybody's going down. We're not quite halfway. They've started to enter the channel. Majors are leading here. And I've got nice steepness to the lines. So I like this. We got 3 points here. 2 orange lines going down. Dotted blue going up. Dotted blue going up means down. So I have 3 points here. I have up pressure, but red is on top, so that gives me a point. So I've got 3 points here, 3 points here, 1 point on the pressure. So I've got 7 points. The other thing I like about this is that the green line has kinked here. So the green line, the slope is less on this section than it was on this section. So that tells me it's starting to roll. So now that I have the 7 points, I need to do a little bit more analysis to figure out what's this trade worth. How many pips can I get out of it? So to do that analysis, I'm going to open up a new chart. CAD, CHF. I don't think I've traded that. What I'm going to do is just open up another chart, and then we'll just switch it over. To change a chart, I right-click, chart settings, and I'm going to change the symbol to CHF. What was it? No, it was CAD, CHF. Apply. All of these charts are linked. And you'll see the charts I like to take a look at, or on my Euro USD, is I've got a 2.5 minute, a 30 minute, a 60 minute, a 2 hour, a 4 hour, and a day chart, as well as just a clean chart. And when I take a look at this, the first thing I want to do is I want to take a look at where the support and resistance are. So I'm going to crunch it up, and let's see here. I'm going to try to put some support and resistance in on here. Support and resistance are where the candles seem to stop. Are natural places where the candles seem to stop. So right in here, they've stopped. They seem to bounce. They bounce in here, bouncing here, bouncing in here, right in here. I like to know where these support and resistance spots are, because the price movements seem to respect them. Like so if I know where they are, that gives me an idea of how many pips I can take. So right here we've got a little stop. Right here we have a little stop. Right in here we have a little stop. In here we have a little stop. In here, I want to go one above. Let's see. maybe right in here, right in here, right in here, right in here, and one below. And right in here, right in here, right in here, right in here. Now, on a pair that I trade regularly, I have this saved on the chart, and I've done it. Right now, this is only going back 90 days. On my Euro US pair, I've gone back 10 years and done this. And then I've done some other little things to really firm up the support and resistance lines. But for our purposes right now, this will get us close enough to where we want to be. I want to know where the support and resistance is, and I want to know, going back to my my trade routine, you know, what we didn't do is we didn't check Forex Factory. So let's go back and check Forex Factory. Forex Factory is a news feed that tells us we are technical traders. We want to make sure that there's no news items coming up. So today's Tuesday, the 2nd. So Forex Factory breaks down related news items on currency into 3 categories. Yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact, and red is high impact. High impact. Oops. Sorry about that. So high impact are items I want to worry about. So all this morning we've got low impact, so there's nothing to worry about until this afternoon at 4:45 on New Zealand dollar, where they're reporting unemployment statistics. So we got nothing to worry about. So let's go back. So now on my technical analysis, now that I've seen the signal, I want to know what the trend is, where the support and resistance are, and when the channels are. So as I'm looking at this over the last 3 days, from Friday to today, we are looking at, let's see, where's my linear? Oh, here it is. We're looking at a little bit of an uptrend. So why do I want to know what the trend is? Because if I am taking a buy trade in an uptrend, I can take a few more pips than if I'm taking a sell trade in an uptrend. So I want to know what the trend is. So right now it's going up, and in the last day, yesterday, it traded primarily in this channel. It started a little bit below, broke through, and then stayed in this channel all day. Today it came down and hit the resistance, went up, hit the support, then broke the support, and now is in this channel. So I want to know, how much room do I have between the support and resistance? So here I've got 5 pips, 6 pips till I hit this line, till I hit the resistance line, and 10 pips till I hit the support line. So I've got 10 pips down, 6 pips up, and I'm trading into an uptrend. All right, so now let's take a look. So here's the signal. It's still kind of a good down signal. I still got my 7. Oops. Yeah, I still got my 7 points. On the 2-hour chart, majors the majors are going down, double crossed. I've got up pressure with green on top. So the majors here support what's going on. The pressure hasn't come around. Maybe 2 hours I will see this cross, but we've got steep up pressure here where here the green has started to kick over. On the 4-hour chart, my majors the minors have already turned. The majors are starting to turn. They're starting to come down, but they haven't crossed. And I have red on top. In the day chart, it's still showing up. It's oversold, showing up. The minors have started to turn, but everything is showing up here. So the 2-hour is kind of consistent that it's going to go down. The 4-hour is starting to show me that it's ready to come down. The 30-minute, it is coming down. The majors and minors are coming down. Actually, the minors have already gone through the channel. Red is on top, and we're kind of going sideways here on the pressure. And on the 2.5-minute, I am overbought. I've got up pressure with green on top, but these lines are gapped. And I have a little bit of a duck bill here on the majors and minors, which suggests we're going to get a little push upward before it comes down. I think this trade is worth 5 pips going down. Sell for 5. Reason I'm not taking the 10 is because we're trading into an uptrend. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to presume that we're going to stop at this resistance line. So let's go ahead and take a sell trade for 5 pips. So I'm going to open up the chart, new chart, file, new chart, CAD, CHF. Not in this group. Let's look in this group, CAD, CHF, CAD, CHF right here. Let's take a look, put it back to the hour chart. All right, so that's consistent with what we were looking at when it was on the 4-hour. When it was on the 4-hour candle, this candle was green, whereas we were just looking at a red candle. So now I brought it to the red candle. So my lot size, I've got this is a demo account. I've got $7,900 in this demo account. Based on my trading rules for money management, I'm going to move my decimal place over 4 spots. So I'm going to take let's do it over here. New order. I'm going to check my symbol, CAD, CHF, 0.79. I take a market execution sell. It records it here. I'm going to right click on it and then go down to modify. And this is worth 5 pips, or what I said I want 5 pips, so that is 50. For right now, we're going to go with a 4-to-1, but I'm going to go back and check that. So that's 200. If I put 200 in here, that's 20 pip stop loss on a 5 pip trade. I want to make sure I get a full 5 pips. So I'm at 70.06. So I want to go to 70.01 to get my full 5 pips. Modify, and here we are. Now let's go back, take a look. The hour has just changed. What I want to do, so we took 5 pips. We still have the good signal now. Actually, it's softened just a hair. Steeper slope, less steep slope. The pressure is still diverging. So the lines are moving away from each other. So that's positive. This is a little bit negative. The thin orange line is going sideways versus down, so this is a little bit negative, but I'm confident we'll get 5 pips out of this. What I want to do is go back real quick and see if we have a thick orange line or a thick orange line trade. And this trade is good at the top of the hour. We're a minute into it, so I want to see what the signal is. So Australian US dollar minus 99. I want this to be either 0 or minus 100 or within 10 points. Minus 99 is within 10 points of minus 100. I want all 4 of these lines well below the red. They are. This jumped 10 points, so I'm going to go ahead and take a 5 pip buy on the AUD USD because we have the signal here. 5 pip buy on the AUD USD. So the signal was at the top of the hour, this was minus 100. All 4 lines down here. Next hour, this is changed by more than 10. It went from minus 99 to minus 85. So that's about 15. So that's a good signal. I'm going to go ahead and take a 5 pip buy on this signal. So let's go back to our that was AUD. What was it? AUD. Just double check. AUD USD. I'm going to take a 5 pip buy. So new order. Lot size is going to be the same at 0.79. I'm going to take a buy. It records it down here. I go down. I right click on it. I go to modify 50 and 200. And I just want to make sure I get the full 5 pips. So I got in at 75.97. If I add 5 to 97, I'm going to go to 02. So I'm going to just change this to 02 to 29. And there we go. So this morning we took 2 trades. We took a 10-point trade on the CAD CHF for 5 pips, and then we also took a thick orange line trade for 5 pips on the Australian USD. Now, actually, the one thing I want to go back and check is on the CHF JPY. Ideally, I want to, when I take my, I'd like to go 2 support and resistances away. So let me see what else we have for support and resistance here. So let's just crunch this up a little bit. So ideally, what I'd like to do is take so here's one support resistance line, and here's another resistance line. So normally I like to take my, I'd like to have my stop loss be at 7,345. 7,345. So let's go back and see what we did. I just put 4 to 1, but I don't like to get stopped out. 7,341. So I'm going to move my, oh no, we went the wrong direction, right? It was a sell. I took a sell. So if did we take a sell? Yeah, we took a sell. So 7,345. 7,345. So I am going to change this to modify 7,345. So I'm increasing my stop loss a little bit because I like to be 2 support and resistances away. I don't want to get stopped out. Let's see, any questions? Let's see, we got one question here. Let's take a look. let's see, how steep inclines or declines do the lines not need to be for the TNT indicators in order to count them as points? As long as they're going in the right direction, I am good. I am good with. I'm good with it. So you can see on this now that it's changed direction. But basically, if they're going down, and I'm taking a sell, that's good. The steeper the line, the better. More confidence I have. Okay, gang. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you coming. We're here to help. If you need help, just reach out. All right. Until next week. Bye-bye.